Greetings friends from Azeroth and beyond. Welcome to the channel. You can call me Toxic, and today we're going to continue one of the longest journeys in my gaming career, the journey to 100%ing achievements in World of Warcraft. We call this series Attaining Azeroth. Episode 3 is going to have us start with a blast from the past as we return to archaeology with two achievements, Diggerest and Exotic Discoveries. Diggerest is up first and pretty cut and dry, asking players to find 100 unique common artifacts, which is ultimately up to RNG, but with a vast array of dig sites, this one can be completed with very little effort. Exotic Discoveries is unlocked when players restore one of each pristine common Zandalari and Drust artifacts. Just like Diggerest, this achievement is pretty easy but very RNG heavy. Promptly leaving archaeology in the dust, I made my way back to the Midnight Zones to quickly knock out two Delve achievements with Grudge Pit Stories and Gulf of Memories Stories. The Grudge Pit Stories is unlocked when players complete all story variations of the Grudge Pit Delve, with the Dastardly Rotstock, Arena Champion, and Light Bloom Invasion. The Gulf of Memories Stories is unlocked the same way as the other Delve story achievements, meaning all we need to do is complete the story variations of the Delve. Descent of the Haranir, Almoth Munchies, and Sporosaur Special are the variations of the Gulf of Memories Delve. After the fast-paced combat of tier 11 delves, it's nice to take a break and relax. To do that, I spent a weekend fishing and knocking out a couple of my fishing achievements along the way, with Baiting the Enemy and Mr. Pinchy's magical Crawdad box. Kicking things off with Baiting the Enemy, which has two versions. I, as a Horde player, completed the Horde version, which had me go and fish up a Rasparalis within Proudmoore Keep, which I ended up doing my first try. If you are playing Alliance, you need to fish up a Yutaka while in Dazara lore.
I need to target something first.
Next up is Mr. Pinchy's magical Crawdad box, which prompts players to fish their way to Mr. Pinchy's magical Crawdad box. To actually complete this achievement, players need to fish up Mr. Pinchy from Highland Mixed Schools, using Mr. Pinchy and triggering one of his effects, more specifically, the effect that gives out his battle pet. Once you do so, you'll be able to cross both an achievement and a battle pet off your collection needs. Leaving water behind and returning back to the land, I made my way to the Eastern Kingdoms to knock out a few midnight exploration achievements, with Abundance, Artisan of Loaknit, From the Cradle to the Grave, Midnight Lorehunter, and More Than Just the Roots. Jumping straight into the fray, I went and unlocked Abundance, Artisan of Loaknit, which is unlocked when players unlock 250,000 Abundance in the Loaknit Den. If we're being honest, I did not look at the requirements before unlocking this achievement, so I was a little confused on what I did to get it. But really, it's just as simple as grinding out tons of Abundance.
Oh, right. You have new abundant moments left!
From there, I journeyed to Lorehunter to unlock the achievement From the Cradle to the Grave, which asks players to attempt to fly into the cradle above Lorehunter, which is as simple as it sounds. Just simply fly up until you cannot anymore.
Premier.
After that, I focused on the achievement Midnight Lorehunter, which is unlocked when players find and interact with all the listed lore objects. There are about 20 in total. They are marked on your minimap when you get close enough to them by magnifying glass icons.
I need to get closer.
I did.
I'm out of range.
Here, the very fabric of reality is chaotic.
Midnight Treasure Hunter. This achievement is unlike the others, as this one doesn't exist apparently. I had recorded and spliced up my clip under the impression there was a meta achievement for completing the Treasure Hunter achievements in each zone, but I guess I was wrong. The 4 achievement zones are super easy and straightforward, just asking players to loot the following treasures in each zone.
I need to get closer.
As the journey of gathering Midnight exploration achievements comes to its conclusion, I went to unlock the More Than Just Their Roots achievement, which has players speaks to Haranir NPCs at the remains of all of Azeroth's world trees. Each have their own unique dialogue to read, and revisiting the old locations made this achievement pretty fun.
Make it swift. Go quietly, hunt fiercely.
Alnhara watch over you.
I will watch for you.
Return, if you must.
Return if you must.
Before leaving Midnight Zones for a while, I needed to earn some more upgrade crests, so I hopped into some prey hunts to do exactly that. Doing so, I unlocked the achievements A Thorn in Their Side, Nightmare, Anger Management, Hard, Blinded by the Light, Hard, Bloody Green Thumbs, Nightmare, and Insane Inventors, Nightmare. I do not feel I need to explain the process for unlocking these achievements, so just enjoy a quick compilation of me killing some prey bosses.
The zealotry was admirable. I shall ensure that. A bountiful harvest indeed. Well done. Metal's no match for magic.
Wanting to take things from being on the prowl back to being more in the foreground, I knocked out the achievements Experience Drake Rider, Extreme Couponing, Hide and Peakless, and 3 Warband Mentors. Starting things off, I went to Northrend to knock out the dungeon achievement Experience Drake Rider. To unlock this, you need to head to the dungeon, the Oculus, and defeat the final boss while riding each of the following drakes on heroic difficulty. To do this at max level, just run through the dungeon, then mount up on one of the following drakes, Amber, Emerald, or Ruby, and after you kill the final boss on all 3 drakes, the achievement will pop.
You brash interlopers! We command the element! It shall not be with grounds! Extinguish your fire. Foolish little creatures.
Speaking of dungeons and raids, during time walking, I was able to unlock the 3 Warband Mentors achievement, which is straightforward, simply asking players to reach the maximum level on 3 characters. For Midnight, that level is 90. Extreme couponing is straightforward, but depending on your playstyle or even schedule, it may be a little time consuming. To unlock this achievement, players must earn 2,500 community coupons. Did notice the progress for it though, only says 2,000, so I'm not exactly sure. Regardless, I definitely have over 2,500 coupons. Finally, I went and unlocked the achievement Hide and Peakless, which is unlocked when players are the last remaining prop on their team. Super easy to do when I did it since Decor Duel was brand new and a lot of us wanted to farm out those really pretty Sindori display cases. And with that, folks, our journey for today has come to an end. I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping in and checking out the content that I made for you today. I've been your narrator, Lore Master Toxic, and until the next one, take it easy, friends. Be bold.